Hi everybody, Scott here from the Jostens Service Station. This month we have a very special fill-up for the month of April. Instead of our usual notes and a feature interview, this time we're going to run down some great ideas and offer some inspiration about this now very historic spring of 2020. So grab something there to take some notes, but hey, don't worry, we will still have our monthly trivia question with your chance to win coming up in just a little bit. First off, for the students watching here, hopefully you definitely know by now that something like this has never happened before, ever. For those of us who can remember 9/11, 19 years ago now, we remember that was a pretty scary week filled with a lot of uncertainty. But after about a week, things kind of went back to normal, and we didn't have to stand 6 feet apart. This particular event could stretch for more weeks or even months. And of course, there's all the things we have to do. We're supposed to stay at home. If you go out in public, don't forget to wear your mask and so on. You know, washing your hands, coughing in your elbow, all the things we've learned how to do now. Very historic things. And that makes this school year perhaps the most historic school year ever. And that means your reporting on this particular event is paramount. Your 2020 yearbook or spring supplement and such have now gotten much, much more important. And it's up to you to report the stories. Maybe not the big ones, the small ones. How is this event affecting your students, your teachers, your town, your neighborhood, and so on? Years from now, people are only going to get that information in the pages of your yearbook. And so that makes storytelling now super important, but maybe not the storytelling about the usual stuff. It's always events and groups. Now it needs to become much more about people. We've discovered that events and groups can be canceled. People will never be canceled. And that's why your 2020 yearbook now is so very important. Need some ideas? Well, first off, check out the Jostens Yearbook Avenue blog at the address shown here on the screen. Anybody, anywhere can check this out. Lots of materials on there constantly being updated. If you're doing some online learning, there are lessons and materials there that you can download to use as part of that. And even if you're a spring yearbook person, you're just sort of sitting at home right now, there is still plenty to do, like getting ready for next year. Lots of things there, organizing the new group, doing some theme planning and so on, and perhaps designing your new 2021 custom cover design. Now, our Jostens artists, the best in the business, yeah, they're working from home now too, but we are expecting a record year for a number of online cover sessions, live. Contact your Jostens representative for more information. They can help get you set up with an artist with a live time slot where everybody can log in no matter where you are and take part in designing your new custom cover. And if you don't know this already, contact your Jostens representative. Ask them about the cool new live online sessions with our Jostens Creative Accounts Managers, or CAMs. They'll be doing this through the month of May. Here's another great opportunity to start getting things rolling for next year's effort, learning from some of the best yearbook pros in the business. And it's free. Contact your representative for more information. Now, we've been following along as various schools have done some storytelling on this historic event in their book or their supplement. We've seen some great story ideas. Once again, not the national angle, much more the local angle. How is this affecting your town, your students, your teachers, and so on? This is a great storytelling opportunity, and it's not too late to start. Get started with something right now if you're not already. Now, here's one idea, virtual Spirit Weeks. Now, maybe your school's already done something like this. We all know what Spirit Week is. This is the online version, and it's a chance to get some great stories, get fresh pictures, maybe every single day, and boost the morale of your school. And probably not just a week. Remember, this is going to go on for how much longer? Nobody knows. So maybe weeks of material, including maybe some ideas that you see here on the screen. If your school student council or your front office isn't already doing this, maybe you, the yearbook staff, can start a virtual Spirit Week run using some of these ideas and boosting the morale of your entire school. Still have some books to sell? Well, many schools do. For those Jostens schools using Yearbook Avenue to make your book, if you're stuck at home, why not go back on YBA and do some more image tagging? That way we use that information to let our non-buyers know that they're in the book, and then we tell them to hurry to get a copy of your book before they run out. So if you're looking for something to do at home, go back on YBA, even pages that have already been submitted, and do some more image tagging. Now, since this shutdown started in mid-March, Jostens has been providing our schools with either single-page or double-page spreads to use in various parts of the book. And of course, if you don't know this already, we have our relatively new 4-page insert all about this historic spring of 2020, but not just statistics, which of course change every day. This has reporting more from a student angle. How are students across the country reacting to this very historic situation? If you don't know about this insert, absolutely contact your Jostens representative, ask them how you can get those pages. For many Jostens spring yearbook schools, why not start playing with the brand new Layout Pro page creation tool right now? No need to wait. Our 2021 Yearbook Avenue websites will be opening up sometime during the month of May. But in the meantime, for schools that have already finished their book, you can start playing right now. It's listed under the Create menu. Once you open up the tool, go up to File, select New Practice Page, give it a name, and then start playing. There are basic tools in there now. More tools will be added before the new school year begins later this summer and fall. This is a great chance to start playing with this brand new tool that many folks are going to be using next year. But also, listen to your Jostens representative later for more formal opportunities to learn all the nuances of Layout Pro. Now, for high schools out there, what about prom and graduation? Oh, this has gotten a lot of talk, and there are a lot of ideas out there. Some folks are going to do a drive-in graduation. If you have a drive-in movie theater near your school, why not use it? And a lot of folks are doing that right now. Everybody comes in their cars and you have graduation right there. There's also drive-through graduation, where you sort of have a line of cars, they pick up graduation materials and so on. Maybe even have a parade then through your town. I bet a lot of folks would come out and cheer this year's graduates of 2020. Of course, there's also now virtual graduation, doing it all online. If you're interested in that, contact your Jostens representative. They'll let you know about our free tool to do that this year. Some folks apparently are going to do both. They're going to do a virtual thing first, and then later in the summer when things lift, hopefully, they're going to do a physical graduation. Some folks are just going to wait. They're going to hope that maybe in July or something, everybody can get together again for prom and for graduation. Either way, there are a lot of ideas out there, so contact your Jostens representative if you're looking for some of those. And let's give a free plug for our hardworking folks from Jostens Renaissance Education. They have been working overtime over the last number of weeks, especially with their weekly features that we call Motivation Mondays and Graduation Fridays. These are live at noon Eastern Time on both Facebook and Twitter. The addresses are right here. If you can check those out, and they'll continue for the foreseeable future, you're going to get some great ideas and inspiration on what to do during this historic time. If somehow you can't check it out live, no problem. We record it all, available on Facebook and Twitter, and also on our Jostens Renaissance main website. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the future. There is no doubt that the world has changed. Yes, a lot of things will return to normal eventually, but some things will not. Only time will tell what they will be. Things have definitely changed. Maybe you like cooking at home now. That's good. You've been doing more reading. That's very good. Things like you're going to shake people's hands, coughing in the elbow, washing the hands, all kinds of changes. And when it comes to your yearbooking efforts, things should change there as well. We mentioned earlier that most yearbook reporting up till now has always been about groups and events, the same things every year. Very little about people. Maybe we should change that. Here's an example. Instead of just plopping down baseball pictures on that spread with a big team photo, maybe a paragraph on what they did this year, what about some kind of brief about your star pitcher, or something on your head coach, or that freshman phenom player that you had this year, or other players on the team? Again, we've discovered that groups and events can get canceled. People cannot. And there are so many stories to tell in your school. This is what the new focus of our yearbooking should be from this point forward. That way, no matter what happens in the future, if it's because of weather or goodness, another virus or something else, things get canceled, now you have plenty of great material at all times to make a terrific yearbook year in and year out. Again, while you're stuck at home for who knows how long, this is a great time to start preparing for your 2021 yearbooking effort. Do an online meeting, organize your new group, start learning new skills. Once again, for Jostens Schools, everything you need there is in the digital classroom on Yearbook Avenue. Download and use. And also, make sure to utilize your Jostens representative. Make them an active part of your team. And hey, we're starting to get pretty good at this online meeting thing. Try it sometime. And thanks again for watching.